Again, very important that the main objective, the main objective or the main goal, why the penetration testings to be conducted should be clearly identified. Okay, possible reasons why an organization may want to have a penetration testing, maybe because of compliance. Okay, uh, there are instances, you know what? Example like with Mapua, there are instances that there are this IT audit, so they may require a result from this a result coming from a penetration testing team. Okay, that is to because you know what, in the ISO audit there are items there that say, okay, are you conducting any penetration testing? Are you conducting any means to identify any vulnerabilities in your security system? So that's one reason why. Another is maybe a company just or an organization may just want to improve their organizational security. Okay, so there. Major deliverable for this penetration testing is the actionable report, the one that describes the tests performed, the vulnerabilities identified, and the analysis being conducted, and the mitigation solutions suggested by the penetration testing team. Okay. Um, Also, very important in the one important deliverable is translating the technical findings to potential organizational risk. So I have here the relationship of the threat ranking, which is probability times the impact. Uh, Goal or objective based type of an assessment, usually it starts when the client lists items that needs to be protected, and then the penetration testing team will develop the plans to obtain the goal or objective um, using any techniques or tools available. In a compliance base, it is based on compliance framework, sample with frameworks, example conforming to the US compliance framework of PCI DSS, if you remember. That's for the payment credit card system, or FISMA, right? Red team naman is more um, a tedious process. It usually takes more time to work with these kinds of an assessment, red team assessment. Usually in a red team assessment, what the penetration tester will do is to emulate a malicious actor who targets attack and avoids detection. The red team may access sensitive information in any way that it can without being caught in the act. Okay. Oh, okay. So I have here some examples of compliance-based assessments. Focus maybe on password policy, data isolation, key management. Limitations are access on the network or access on the storage system. Uh, this was discussed to you in your information security also last term, CyberSec 1. Again, we have different types of strategies in conducting the penetration testing. In a black box, there's no information provided to the penetration tester. Um, uh, the only information being given is the target device. That's it. In a gray box, it's partial. So, a couple of information given, okay, but not all. In a white box, this is more comprehensive. This has a more comprehensive information. So all of the informations about the organization's infrastructure and the target device are given to the penetration testing team. This was discussed to you in your information security. We'll discuss this during our Zoom sessions in different types of threat actors: script kiddie, hacktivist, APT, advanced persistent threat, and then the insider threats. I have another types of threat actors here. Okay, I will not read this anymore. So again, I have this tier 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and these are their equivalent descriptions, another types of threat actors. So again, models, when we again talk about model, these are a guide for in order for us to um, achieve our objective, like in this case, protect our organization from different types of threats. So there's these threat models developed, and it is helpful in identifying, classifying potential attacks. Help us to this model helps us to know how do we secure our organization, how do we secure specific computers or assets. So a threat model may be activity focused, so meaning set of procedures um, in order to secure a specific asset, or it may be an asset focused. Okay. identifying vulnerabilities of a given asset, and identifying remediation techniques or means to resolve these issues, or these vulnerability issues in a given asset. Asset is like, say Windows 2012 server. Okay, so threat model also helps us evaluate risks and mitigation strategies. Okay, so again, main agenda here is to disrupt the attack vector so that bad results would not occur. So I have here these three types of target. So if a target example is done by an insider attack, insider threat, so that's under internal. If the asset is physically located where the attack is occurring, it's on-site. If it's remotely done, uh, the attack is remotely done, or the target is through a remote office or a satellite office, so it's under off-site. A target is external if the asset is visible on the internet, maybe like a website, that's the target. Um, if the target is hosted by the client organization, example like Mapua Edu PH, so it's visible in the internet, and Mapua Edu PH actually is hosted by us, Mapua, by the Mapua Do It. So that's a first party hosted. Let's say Mapua Edu PH is hosted by GoDaddy, so that's a third party hosted. Okay. A target may also be physical. Okay, example, you bought a hammer and you bragadag hammered a computer in a laboratory, in a laboratory room inside our campus. So that's a physical target. Users, okay. There are some of you who, let's say, target nyo yung mga user account, right? User account. Someone's using user account. You have to be very careful, ha. There's this academic integrity policy. It's very common nowadays. Example, I know the account of Kilantang. I will use it, and then I will take his exam, and then zero siya doon sa exam. Okay? Mapua can identify that because of the IP ad, if you remember. And some session IDs. Okay? Nire-report yan. So you have to be very careful. Another SSID, so that's a user target. SSID, okay, yung sa wireless, I suppose we know that. And then the application software. Application, example, credit card, ATM machines, diba? They have application inside. Application software or system. And then I have here a list of specialized system. I will not dig into these details one by one. Ano? I suppose you are familiar with some of these, like IoT, mobile, point of sale system ng POS. Those are the ones that we see inside the mall. Biometric, we have this in Mapua. Application containers are for yung mga virtual, di ba? Virtual environment. We call that as virtual box, yung mga VMware. That's under application container. And then real-time operating system, that's RTOS. We also have embedded system, example, a microwave oven, a SCADA. Um, SCADA are usually found in a company, production operation. Uh, Usually it monitors mga embedded system. And then industrial control system, that's the ICS. These responses was discussed in your information security. So we have this different category: avoidance, transference, mitigation, and acceptance. This will be discussed, and I think it was discussed. If not, it is discussed in your information security. Okay. So like in the information security, it will be discussed there. What are the different means for avoidance, for the risk, and then for transference. Example, insurance. Yan, insurance. Insurance example is an example of like nowadays, diba, we have COVID. So if you get sick, one of your risks is your money. You don't know, you don't have any money. So that risk of you not paying for your hospital bills is being transferred to an insurance company. So that's under transference. Okay. Another risk response is mitigation and then acceptance. Acceptance is like, okay, no money, and we'll just have to accept that's how it is. Okay. Or example, let's say your computer was damaged and you're not going to do anything. There will be no risk management or any actions to be taken because let's say your computer is very old already. It's 10 years old. So um, tapon na lang siya. Just throw it in the trash and then accept it, right? Because it has no more value. Okay, that's under acceptance. This will be again discussed to you in detail in your information security. And then I have here scoping checklist. Okay, example of yung penetration testing scope. Ayan. So this ends part 2, okay, of chapter 1. Diba? This penetration testing is too much. Anyways, keep safe, together we learn as one.